Alright, welcome back to the SuperCoach Nuff channel. In today's video, we're going to review the AFL SuperCoach for round 7. My team scoring 2,357, which is top 4%, which is pretty cool. Pushed me up 10,000 spots, but as you can see, there was definitely room for improvement when we look at the side. So, I guess the obvious one there, we'll start with the captaincy option. So ended up going with Dacos. It was toss up between him and Dawson, and obviously got it wrong to the tune of 80 points. So Dawson with a 150, that's awesome. Dacos, everyone's allowed a bad game, so that's okay. Just unfortunately the one where I chose the captain in. But Will Day, 97. Zeeble, 100 on the dot. Buckley 91 and Jones 113. So overall the defence, I just realised this is with the changes that I made. So a bit of a preview of my expected or planned moves, I should say. There, a bit disorganised. But yeah, the defence is really good, and I guess Buckley and Jones, we were sort of thinking about maybe upgrading one of them this week, but with those scores, I think their break evens are pretty nice, 48, 58. So there's no rush to trade them out. Mitchell was the emergency, 41. I think he got subbed off, so long term, not sure what his job security is like, but that's okay. I think we can work around that. And Constable, forever non-player reserve. Into the midfield, so Bont 122. It's good to see we've got at least one premium, and that he is doing the business. Sarong 109, so nice value pick I think to get him in at the price. Kelly 88, he's a bit up and down. Well, averaging the 107 though, so he's not an urgent trade. Tom Green 109, average 118, reading the wrong number. So yep, solid. Hopper with the 71. So here's one possible option of we could upgrade. So take him to say a Oliver or Laird or basically whoever we want. But we might hold off on that for a bit if we can avoid it. James Warple 88. He's still got a decent break even, 52. So same sort of boat as these boys. That's fine. Will Ashcroft turning up. So yep. I know people sold him, but it's sort of like Nick Dacos last year. He's going to flatten out, but then hopefully kick up again in the back half of the year. And Jimby 39. So we want to try and get him off the field, I think, if we can. He could be on the chopping block for a trade out, but I guess we've got some other options too of who we can let go. Johnson 53, and apparently will miss 2 weeks with the suspension, so not ideal. Roberts injured, not sure what the timeline is on that. But with Chin Cotter 88, so he looks like a really good get. A lot of people bringing him in this week. Obviously went early on him, so I have to find another option to go in on this week. Into the ruck, so Tim English with a 90 as a VC wasn't that great, as I said. Should have had some stones and VC'd Marshall and copped a 159 against Port Adelaide's rucks, who are not fantastic. Samson Ryan 71, so wasn't sure with Soldo being back in how he'd go, but he's still making some good money. I think his break even still in the negative, so we'll ride that wave as long as we can. Excuse me. Tim Torrance at 140, so clearly F1 on average so far this year, and price. Dunkley 109, right on average. I'll take that. Rosie, the 96 is good enough. Goulden 119, so good game for him. Sheasel 107 and Chandler 104. So pretty much smashed it across the board here with the forwards and the defence. Most of the midfield's okay. It's just Hop was a bit flat, and this is obviously the odd man out. So this is what we're going to try and fix this week. And as you could You probably see if you had a quick look before, we're going to use this money here to make that happen. So Radaglia 43, Fergus Green 28. All right, sorry about the delay there. Um, I guess the good and bad thing about having public holiday. Good thing is I can get these videos done nice and early. Uh, Bad thing is there's also the wife in the house, so didn't need to get her into the shot. But as I was saying, uh, yeah, so I think, the Radical and Green, there's an opportunity here to go one up, one down. So if we just click on the trade to get both of them out. So we do need to do a bit of a reshuffle with Roberts or do we want to go the other way around? Maybe go Mitchell. Oh, we need two forwards here, so we'll just bring both of them down here. Push Sincotta up. So the player I'm thinking of bringing in, I'll just filter it, is Jack Steele. So it looks like his price is close to bottoming out. He could maybe wait a week, but he's playing North this week, so you might not want to miss out on that. Um, and then Steely Green, that's a great name. And then, we're bringing in a cheap player. There's not too much that's nice. Shin, Chin Cotter, the Chin Cotter, there you go, got it. Um, yeah, he's the obvious one, but we did go early on him last week because Wagner was out. Glad we didn't get on Sturt. Um, but I guess maybe Angwin is the best shout because he's in the price range that we want. Um, Plus, also, he does have that mid forward flexibility, which is going to be useful. So, if we complete the trades, excuse me, so what this does for our team is, we've got a pretty decent defense. Um, Forwards we're happy with, rucks, yep, set and forget sort of deal. But what we can do now is swap out Jinby. So essentially, our only quote unquote rookie on field is Ashcroft, and we don't really see him as a rookie. We see him as I guess, sub premium option. If we are being fair, he's not going to be a top 8 midfielder, but he's someone we can play every week with confidence until we're ready to do those last sort of round of upgrades. Yeah, see, we've now got a team that we're pretty happy with these starting players, which is pretty handy as well, given the fact that there's not too much money left on the bench. Obviously, we've got Jimby. We could get some cash out of it. I guess, we can squeeze Samson Ryan in a couple of weeks if we need um, to, keep pushing up through the midfield. But then after that, we're going to have to wait and see what these guys are doing. Chincott will make some money, but it does take time. So, yeah, we've always got this sort of the money built in here. We could go easily one up, one down, sort of like a premium priced rookie, perhaps something like that. Same sort of deal, Shizzle and Chandler. We'll just let them do their thing for as long as we can, and then when the time comes, we can start upgrading them. Because I guess the other thing too in a few weeks is that the mid-season draft will kick in. There's always a couple of 102k rookies that come in at that point. But in terms of how the team shapes up for this week, because he's out, so Jimby is the emergency. Probably better off having a playing player as an emergency there. So, we do have decent enough cover on all the lines. Um, yeah, and then vice captain, captain. So, thinking about doing the VC on Taranto against West Coast, he could go pretty large. And so then looking later in the week, English against GWS, perhaps. Saints, so real brave, Steele Marshall. Um, Dacos, we might give him another crack against Sydney. That's not the easiest game, I suppose. Sarong against the Hawks would be a wild shout. Or we just go someone solid like Bontempelli. Yeah, I think Dawson's a bit too early in the week, given yeah the start times. So which way do we go? Maybe we'll go the Bont. He's doing the business. Yeah, so it looks something like that. Still got 19 trades, which you'd like a few more, but as I said, we're at the stage now where we've got the rookies off field, and I guess really if we're looking at upgrades, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 6 if Sheasel can continue averaging 100. I mean, if Chandler keeps scoring 100, he doesn't even need to be bothered. So, if we can somehow manage to find some more money, one up, one down, these guys. Um, yeah, like I think Hopper and Jinby would be a solid pair next week to trade out. Um, yeah, we could end up with quite a few trades left over, ideally, but we'll just have to wait and see. All right, but I guess rather than waffle on, we'll wrap things up there. So, got the full time siren from the train there in the background. So, obviously, if you've got any thoughts on the video, feel free to comment, like, and subscribe if you are enjoying the AFL content, even though it's mostly an NRL channel. And other than that, I'll catch you in the next one.